Yo, you guys, it's LoveChelsea again. We cramming these videos in because I told you I would. But today we're going to talk about K-pop horror stories. You know, no one ever thinks about, like, everyone's like, oh, K-pop's so fun, K-pop's so great, because in the past 2 years, I want to say between 2017, 2018, and including now, 2019, K-pop has been on the rise because of BTS, Blackpink, we have Girls' Generation who's come to the US, and it's just making its way all across the globe. Well, amongst all those wonderful and happy stories, there are horror stories. Let me tell you. Okay. The first one we're going to talk about is my friend who shall not be named had worked with, I'm not going to say what a company and volunteered and got to meet, not really meet, but work with GOT7. So rules with volunteering and stuff like that is you can't speak to the idols, you have to be professional, like poker face. And she might have failed just a little bit. It's super embarrassing. I count embarrassing stories as horror stories because holy cow, let me tell you, those are like traumatic. So basically, she saw like the love of her life. I'm not going to mention which one because she might get in trouble, but let me tell you how cool and calm and collected she usually is. But when you see your ult, you are going to melt. Trust me, I've done it. I think everyone has done it or will do it if they meet their ultimate, you know? So, you know, idol here. In front of all the staff and all their volunteers, and you're not supposed to do that. So if you ever volunteer, you guys, keep the poker face. Because even I get yelled at for volunteering. Like, let's just say there's now a rule made where it's like, please be normal. Our group is the reason why that was made. Okay, so, you know, that's not that bad of a horror story, but, you know, K-pop friends, K-pop family is a great thing. You become immediate friends with everyone when you go to a concert and everything because, you know, same interest. Well, let me tell you, I will be your friend, your best friend, be into all this K-pop with you. But if you are yelling at me, okay, here's a story, another K-pop horror story. Had my normal, like, Jungkook, like, you know, hoodie on, feeling myself. I was like, yeah, I'm in my cookie sweater. I'm all bundled up. It's cold. Have my little hat on. And from across Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is a bookstore where you're quiet because people are reading, people are studying. A little teenage girl screams, Jungkookie! No. I let my hair down so fast, put my hood down, made sure it covered Jungkookie, which I felt bad because why would I cover up Jungkookie? I mean, I moved biases now, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that. But, you know, if you're screaming across an area that's supposed to be quiet, that's scary. Not only did you make yourself stand out, you now pinpointed me, who was just minding my own business, and made me seem like a fool, too. And now people think K-pop fans are fools because y'all be wildin' when y'all need to tone down. Alright. K-pop horror story number 3. 2017, I went to KCON LA. KCON LA was a freaking blast. Plane ride was great. People are great. Even, like, the convention itself was great. But at the concert. So, at that time, I was not really freshly into K-pop, but I had just started getting back into, like, the newer groups that weren't, like, you know, Hyuna and, like, all the older ones like Girls' Generation and like low-key Shiny. So I started getting back into the newer age like SF9, Astro, and all that. So I go to the concert and then there's like another girl group. I think it's Oh My Girl. Don't really know them. So I decided to sit down because I've been walking around the convention all day. So I sat down. Next thing you know, whack! Across my head, light stick. Woman's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, it won't happen again, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you know what, it's fine, it's whatever. I already had a headache, so you know, it's fine, just give me a concussion while you're at it. Sit down, I sit back down, mind my own business, and they say no, whack again! Same girl, same light stick! I know you're excited. I'm excited for you to be excited. Do not let me be collateral damage because you're wildin'. Again, calm down. Cool, calm, collected, you guys. You look cooler that way. I'm telling you, it's a 100% guarantee. And that's not even including my other KCON experiences where like we'd go to the club rooms or whatever, or like the meet and greets, and when your sign is bigger than my torso, like this big, bigger than what the phone can see, that's my dog, by the way, that's a problem. So let's just say I just like screamed. Like, I was like, put your signs down, I cannot see. For me to be like 5'8", like 173 centimeters, I believe, and like, you know, I mathed it out. But for me to be that tall and I can't see over your giant massive sign and you're like 2 foot, that's a problem. Like, irritated. I have dogs barking in the background. All right. That was number 3 and like a little bit 4, but let me tell you about the real 4. And number 4 is I used to work at an anime, gaming, comic, and then we eventually sold K-pop there also. So I am hugely into like, when I was working, I'd be like, oh, who's your bias, you know, like whip up that sales game. This girl was like, I want to say it was GOT7 again. Having issues with this girl, but I'm just kidding. But no, I think when I was saying it was GOT7, and I was like, oh, let me tell you, I was like, I love me some Jackson. I was like, he's so cool. I'm like, he's got such a big head. I got big head too. We can have big heads together. And like, I was like, yeah, no, but Jackson's my ultimate too in that group. Like, I'm feeling you, girl. And she threatens my life. Like, she's just like, I'll stab you in your eye. He's my bias, blah, 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 blah. And like, you know, I'm on clock, so I can't be like, girl, what's your problem? Like, does he know you exist? So I had to be like, oh, well, you know, I like him too, but I guess not as much as you. On the inside, I'm sitting there like, who are you? Where'd you come from? Why are you so aggressive about this dude who you haven't even met? Like, I at least saw them at KCON. Did you see them at KCON? But, you know, we're not going to say anything. We're just going to keep that on the low. But I'm not going to mention names, but I remember her name. I remember that customer. Just know I'm still mad about how wild and extra you were about a dude who never met you, or you didn't even see their concert in person, or, like, at least, like, you know, give me reasons why you're his ult and he's your ult and everything, because you're just like, oh, he's hot. They have emotions too. Did you know he's extra? Did you know he's friends with Namjoon? Did you know, like, he's a crybaby too? And everyone yells at him on talk shows? All right then. All right. But, you know, we gotta move along, because I'm still mad. But number 1 horror story of all time is one that's legit with me. I'm going to mention names. I'm going to say them out loud because I'm still embarrassed to this day because it's a 2-parter. It's a 2-part horror episode. Wait, what? No, like, I have like 1,000 horror episodes. So it's like, okay, so San Chung, JJCC, Jackie Chan joined culture. I am obsessed with this group. My very first K-pop concerts, I was like on cloud 9. Let me tell you how this date started, okay? So me and like my friend Kim, my ex-boss, like we usually concert buddies. I mean, we've kind of grown apart now, but I still love her. But she took me to my very first K-pop concert, JJCC. So as we're in line for JJCC, VVIP, of course, nothing less, front row seat 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, while we were waiting in line, it wasn't a rainy day, but had rained earlier that day, and we're in line, and I had all white on. I mean, I can attach a photo later to this or whatever, but all white on. Talking about white little crop top, had some white silk pants. I was feeling myself. I looked good. I made sure my outfit was gonna match theirs because I watched so many of their videos and binged them. I knew what their scheme was. A car drives by, purposely hits that puddle. Let me tell you how it was like a scene out of a movie. This has never happened in my life. I've never seen this happen. I'm just standing here, hits the puddle, whoosh, all over me and Kim. Yeah. So she's sitting there like wiping my butt. She's like, oh my gosh, you have all white on. She's like, I'm so irritated now. And I'm like, same girl, same. Let me tell you, like, this is irritating as crap that this dude purposely hit this puddle to get us wet. Why? I don't know. Because he doesn't even want to see us wet because he drove off. But he aimed for that puddle. And everyone around us was just like, they couldn't even laugh because they were just like, did that happen? Like, yes, that just happened. Irritated. Part 2 of this horror story. It's like 3 parts actually total. It's sad. Part 2. Inside the concert venue, I am in love. I see my handsome man, San Chung. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, he's my rapper. He's cool. He's calm. He's like a sloth. He's lazy. I'm lazy. Let's be lazy together. But Kim is like, okay, so eventually they asked for people to come on stage to play games with him. And Kim, shout out to Kim, love of my life for this, was like, pick her, as in like me. And I'm sitting there like, you know, pick me. And San Chung is just like, yeah, come on up. And I'm just like, yeah. That's not the horror story. That's an amazing story. The horror story part is I'm walking up stage and I trip. I look around, not a single soul saw it. And then I make eye contact with San Chung and he laughs. Not like, oh, let me help you, because it was one of those trips where it was just like did anyone see? He saw it. He laughed at me. But it's okay. We won charades and I won all their albums signed. But I still trip. I still look like an idiot because I was so excited. I was like, excited, nervous, trips. This is why I say stay calm, cool, and collected. Do not be an idiot. Because part 3 of this horror story is, for some reason, I'm an idiot and I don't know my dates or my days or my months or my years. And I told him happy birthday on the wrong day, wrong month, wrong everything. And then like a few months later, the whole like JJCC group is like, oh no, it's actually San Chung's birthday today. And I'm sitting here like, guess who never messaged him happy birthday again? One of my old biases, and I will never talk to him again because I made myself a fool. Horror stories. Horror stories. I'm sure there's a lot more. These are just the ones I've experienced myself and heard from other people. So, yeah, as a K-pop fan, it's cool that we all have the same interests and everything. Be cool, be calm, be collected. Do your research before you start messaging them happy birthday and things. Like, be a legit fan. I mean, I'm a legit fan. I'm just an idiot. But, like, you know, I'm sure there are those people out there. Alright, this is like a super long video, so we're going to cut it off here. Remember, you guys, K-pop is cool, but let's not keep making horror stories out of these things. Alright, bye. So thanks for listening. Follow me on Instagram, __LoveChelsea. Same thing with Twitter. Same tag. Email me. Drop comments below if you think I should do other videos. And like and subscribe because I always forget to say that. And these videos will keep coming out. So just, you know, bear with me. You guys are great. Loyal. I like you. Bye.